Hello, and welcome to my life's journey out west and how it has changed over time. At first, going out west to places like East Glacier was just a place for a family vacation, a place to escape and have a great time away from everything. At this point, I never saw the West as a wild place or nature because I was never really fully immersed in it, never really being able to step more than 10 feet away from my parents and really getting to explore. Thankfully, I've fully enjoyed my trips out west, and when my parents would ask, "Where to this year?" I would say, "West." This idea held until about high school, when all you want to do is get away from your parents. And that's exactly what me and my best friend did. Packed our bags, hopped on a train for a week of skiing. No parents, no rules, a pack of cigarettes, and some vodka. The West became a sense of freedom, to feel my own wild ways, and a place where I realized I'm going to be keeping some of my friends for the rest of my life. Then it was Alaska and Mount Rainier on my last family trip before college. Alaska completely transformed my idea of the West. This place is so different than any other parks in the 48. It's impossible to tame. In parks like East Glacier, they are made for you to feel comfortable at any time, so you always feel bigger than it. Here, standing on a glacier, drinking that blue water, you realize how small you are in this world, and how fragile it is at the same time. Imagine that a glacier 400 feet deep and miles long will be gone in less than 50 years. To this day, climbing on that glacier with my dad remains the greatest moment I've had with him, and it's tragic to think that I may not be able to do the same thing with my kids. Although I didn't realize it at the time, the trip to Alaska chose my career for me, and is the reason I found my way to the GYE for the next 10 weeks of this past summer. When I walk beside her, I am the better man. When I look to leave her, I always stagger back again. Although Yellowstone meant work, I have never in my life felt more immersed in nature, and the trip restored all doubt that the West wasn't a wild place anymore. In all my trips to the West, it's been a short one-week thing where I can only see the tourist attractions, but never really explore it for myself. As you can see from the pictures, there's never anyone else in them except for the people I walked in with. When I see her pin her charm, she just throws it back at me. Once I dug in her grave. Every night, going to bed, hearing some animal outside your tent, and praying that it isn't a bear, knowing that the nearest hospital or house is hours away. If you plan on going to the GYE, skip the geysers, go to the backcountry, and get away from those city slickers, and to places even John Muir would have sought after. This job was all about ecology and finding ways to better understand the world we live in and preserve it. For me now, the West is a place I hope to conserve as a part of my career, a place for enjoyment, and a place to share with my kids one day. She is comfort by my side. When I try to understand, she just opens up her hand.